Former San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro launches a presidential bid. 6 internal candidates make San Antonio's short list for a new city manager. And the homicide investigation into a Bernie area shooting continues. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Monday, January 14th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Former San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro has launched a presidential campaign, telling an admiring crowd Saturday at Plaza Guadalupe that the nation needs new leadership and new energy to give Americans the opportunities he had growing up in Alamo City. Castro then repeated those words in Spanish to another round of cheers from a crowd of more than 1,000 people. The announcement makes the 44-year-old the first San Antonian to declare campaign for the White House. Castro served as San Antonio's mayor from 2009 until 2014, and then as President Barack Obama's housing secretary. The move makes him an early entrant in what will likely be a jammed field of a dozen or more Democrats competing for a nomination that is viewed as especially significant, given the party's strong feelings about President Trump. Many San Antonio political luminaries attended the Saturday announcement, including Mayor Ron Nierenberg, County Judge Nelson Wolff, and former Mayor Henry Cisneros. The Castro announcement came just a day after Hawaii U.S. Representative and Iraq War veteran Tulsi Gabbard said she, too, intends to run for president. The City Council has whittled down a list of 23 candidates for the city manager's job to 8, including all 6 internal applicants. The 8 will now undergo additional interviews, and by late Tuesday, the field will be further reduced to only 2 or 3 candidates, who will then be interviewed again Wednesday. Mayor Ron Nierenberg says the council will then select a lone finalist to replace City Manager Cheryl Scully after the second round of interviews. The 6 internal candidates are Deputy City Managers Eric Walsh and Peter Zanoni, and Assistant City Managers Carlos Contreras, Maria Villagomez, Lori Houston, and Rod Sanchez. The only 2 external candidates to make the cut are a retired Las Vegas Deputy City Manager and the current Dallas Assistant City Manager. Walsh is widely seen as the leading candidate. He began his career with the city nearly 25 years ago as a budget analyst and has overseen the highest profile departments, including police and fire, and has handled collective bargaining negotiations and high-profile contracts for years. The appointment of the next city manager will require a supermajority vote of at least 8 council members supporting the candidate. Mayor Nierenberg says he expects the vote to take place January 31st, with the supermajority of the council approving the hiring. And Bexar County Sheriff's officials have released no new details on the shooting deaths of a woman and 2 children at a home inside a gated luxury residential development near Bernie. An investigation is continuing, and the Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office hasn't officially identified the victims or revealed more specifics about how they died. A 37-year-old woman and 2 girls, 16 and 10 years old, were found around 9 a.m. Thursday when a man returned to the home in the 11,300 block of Inaqua Springs. Family members have identified the woman as Nicole Olson, but authorities have yet to confirm that information. Sheriff Javier Salazar says the woman and 2 children suffered gunshot wounds to their upper bodies, and that both children appear to be homicide victims. However, authorities have yet to reveal if the woman died as a result of a suicide or a homicide. An autopsy will determine that answer at a later date. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Monday, January 14th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.